Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I really do hope you're doing well. So I just wanted to make a quick video. Yeah, right, Anna. Sure. No, really, I do. I want to make a shorter video. I just wanted to check in and, you know, we're going through some crazy times right now, and I just wanted to kind of let you know the beauty of forging ahead with your spiritual journey so that you can be on your path to awakening and all of that stuff I've been talking about on my channel. You know, I don't want to preach or anything, but I could easily, I mean, if this had happened, I don't know, some time ago, I would have been freaking out, watching every single news story, every single update. I would have been like on edge, right? Meanwhile, I am so centered. Nothing is fazing me. I'm taking precautions. I live with my father, who's an elderly male. So I have to take precautions, right? And for myself, I'm no spring chicken. Look at me like if I was a millennial. By the way, you guys, you need to behave. Anyway. So yeah, I'm taking the precautions that I have to take, obviously, right? And we're all stocked up with food, and which it's terrible having that much food in the house. It's just distracting. Thank God I've been able to keep myself focused, not on the food that's there, but just on other stuff. You know, and I did what I had to do, right? And now we're in the phase of waiting it out. There's nothing that we can do except be deliberately careless. You can do that and have consequences that go beyond you, right? Or you can just take this opportunity to start reflecting and to start really thinking about what the frick is going on, right? It's not just about a virus. It's not just about that. This is, to me, it's just my opinion after meditation, after really thinking a lot about it. It's just my opinion, okay? I'm no expert on anything. I'm barely an expert in my own life with my own things, right? I'm working through my stuff. I'm in the process, as I've said a gazillion times before, because I want you to know I'm not an expert. I'm not talking to you with a certificate on the wall. I'm talking to you with experience and with inner knowing within myself, but it's just an opinion. The earth it needs a freaking break from our species. It needs a break because it's at a breaking point. So it's either you or me kind of thing, okay? So she's kind of protecting herself and teaching us a lesson. There's lessons to be learned here, and there's growth to be had here. This is the universe giving us an opportunity for a free opportunity. Yes, there's been tragic deaths. I'm not saying that those are, you know, it's not a frivolous thing. I'm not being, you know, I'm understanding the enormity of what's going on, okay? And the tragedies. I understand all of that. But as a collective, the rest of us that are just waiting it out, that have our health, this is an opportunity. It's not just waiting to see how many people die and that I don't get to die. Yay, no, it's not about that. It's not about that. This is an opportunity for us as a collective, as a species, to look at what our behavior has been and how can we change it. And then start coming in, right? As a collective, as a species, we are destructive. We've been destroying our home, right? Disrespecting the animals that whose home this also is. We are the destructive species, no other. So we have to acknowledge that about ourselves, and then we have to then zoom in on that picture as a species. Wow, any alien looking in on us. Wow, those humans are pretty destructive. They're destroying their planet. Look at what they're doing. Then they zoom in. We're zooming in here. We're zooming in. And we're looking at ourselves now. What is my role in all of this? Like I've been saying all this time, when you look at your life and you start to analyze your life and you look at the relationships that you've had, I'm not talking about romantic, all of the relationships you've had, parental, romantic, career, professional, whatever, all of them, citizen, neighbor, friends, all of it, right? And you look at, if you felt like a victim, eventually you can look at it and you can see your role in whatever happened. It's time for us to look at our role in what is happening here. And how can I change my behavior from now on? It's not just about washing my hands 20 times a day. It's about how responsible am I with the resources that my planet has given me. What changes can I make? Small changes to begin with, sure. Everybody makes small changes that makes a big impact. So we need to start really taking this seriously and start talking about it as a collective. Because this might just be round one if we don't pay attention and we continue to do the same shit that as a species we've been doing up to now. It's gonna be much worse the next time, right? So I feel like this is a lesson, but it's also a blessing. A blessing. It's an opportunity. If you don't want to think of it as a blessing, this is an opportunity for all of us to really look at our shit and to look at ourselves and what are we doing and what am I doing with my life? Am I a contributor or am I a parasite? Right? Am I just a parasite on this planet that's doing this? I'm not laughing at the deaths, okay? I'm not laughing at the panic and the fear. That panic and fear is because you are disconnected. If you're panicking and you are fearful and you're freaking out, it's because you're disconnected from your source. Period. End of story. because otherwise you would be able to see, as a responsible person, I'm going to take the precautions that I need to take, and we're going to wait to see how this plays out. But I'm not going to panic, because panic, well, why do they tell lifeguards, I think they tell lifeguards not to go to a person that's panicking in the water. I don't know if lifeguards are told that. But as a regular non-lifeguard, I'm not going to go try and save someone that's panicking in the water, because they're going to drag me down. They're going to drag me down. So we need to look at ourselves. And you have the luxury now. Many of you have it. Some of you are still going to work, but many of us have the opportunity to work from home. Some of us, unfortunately, have lost hours at work, so you're still at home trying to figure out what to do next, right? But in the meantime of figuring it out, it would be easier for you to figure out and bring the answer to you. The answer, the opportunity will come to you if you take some time to really figure your shit out. Look at yourself. What are you trying to go back to in terms of your job, for example? What do you want to go back to? The same shit you've been doing that you hate? Time to take a look at your life, to figure yourself out. Figure out who you are. Introduce yourself to yourself. Does that make sense? Learn who you are. Learn what you love. The only way you can do that is by staying quiet. And we've all been given that opportunity now. You're staying indoors. When you run out of shit to watch on TV, when you run out of games to play on the whatevers, stuff to watch on the computer, when you are like going batshit crazy because of the social media and the news and all of it, you're going crazy. Maybe you'll start to sit down and get a pad and paper and start writing some ideas down. Start thinking about, man, just ask yourself the question, if I could do anything, if I had all the money that I needed, what would I be doing? Start there. Look at the relationships in your life that haven't worked out, that haven't been working, that are not working. Find forgiveness in your heart for that person, for yourself. All of the shit I've been talking about. It's now, you have the opportunity to do it. We've been given a gift here filled with many lessons, and lessons come with pain. It's part of life. That's why we all came here. Some people aren't gonna like that, you know? Oh, people are dying. I know. So let's pay attention. Those people are dying. What can I do to survive? And I'm not talking about washing my hands. That's a part of it, sure. I'm talking about a deeper cleansing here. I'm talking about a deeper cleansing. You need to work on your shit. This is time for us to have a massive awakening as a species. It's an opportunity that we've been given. And we need to take it. I am centered and calm amidst chaos. How am I able to do that? Because this too shall pass. Because I see the purpose of this happening right now. Because I have faith. I have faith. And I know who I am. And I know all the things that are coming to me. This isn't the end. This is the beginning. This is the beginning of a beautiful new life for most people. Many, many people. If they take that journey, if they answer the call, I mean, really. This is an opportunity for us to really focus on what's important. The people you love. Call the people you love and tell them you love them. Don't waste another minute. Forgive the people in your life that you need to forgive. Ask for forgiveness if you have to. Don't be afraid. What more fear do you... what's there to be afraid of? Someone says no. Okay. Now I know. Now I can move on. That means that person, if a person can't forgive you or can't answer the phone call or can't look at you in the eye or can't talk to you or can't approach you or let you approach them, you know what I mean? Then that person's not ready. They're not connected. They're not, you know? They're in the world. They're in... I don't even know if I'm making any sense. I'm just saying, like, start checking the things off of your list. You know what I mean? Start doing that. Start taking care of things. I'm not saying go out. Keep following the restrictions. I'm talking about the list as an internal processing. Process your stuff. You've been given this opportunity to isolate yourself. Even if you have people in your house, at some point you have an opportunity to isolate yourself, to have quiet time. Even if you have people in your house, I was thinking about this. For people who have others, you know, it's not just you in your house. But the earth is quieter now. It's calmer. Yes, there's pockets of chaos. Pockets of chaos. But as a whole, the earth has sort of, it's breathing now. It's calming down. It's healing. We're allowing the earth to heal. Because we're all put away. We're not in our cars. We're not destroying, you know, we have to be put away. I don't know if any of that made sense. I hope it did. I'm just, I should have written stuff down. When I don't write stuff down, it doesn't come out as clearly as I want it. I hope that you understood that. I'm just saying, take advantage of this time. If you're healthy and you have the ability to stop and think for a second, shut down the TV, close off your social media, start to think a little bit. Start to think and to feel and to process your life and your stuff. This is a blessing. It's certainly a lesson for us as a collective. I mean, I've been, like I said, I have had to run a few errands to pick up medicines and things like that for my dad and for myself. But when I'm here in my space, I have been making, I've been making bracelets, a bunch of bracelets. It's been so much fun. And I've been writing stuff down and just thinking and cleaning, organizing, throwing stuff away. It's time to purge, because that's what the earth is doing. The earth is purging, right? Because it needs to take off some of the burdens that we've put on it. If you can't acknowledge that, you're blind. Really. So we need to follow the example and purge for ourselves, purge within ourselves, within our lives, throw stuff away, you know, or put stuff aside to donate for when we're able to go out and donate, right? All right, I'm rambling. I'll stop. I hope that some of that resonates and that none of it makes anybody upset. I just want us all to take advantage of this opportunity that we've been given. That's all. And to be responsible. That's it. Thank you for watching. Till next time, stay safe, feel loved. Again, this too shall pass, okay? All right. Bye.